All right. Hi, how are you, Tasneem?
I'm good. I'm really good. I really appreciate and thank you very much for inviting me to speak to you. And I was really looking forward to meet you soon.
My pleasure, Tasneem.
And
For our
yeah,
viewers,
thank you so much.
yeah, you're welcome. For our
I'll share with you like I have my company in the name of 24 Carat Company. And I don't know if you have heard about Motiwalas in Mumbai,
no, I
the
haven't.
jewelers, Motiwala jewelers in Mumbai.
No, I haven't, unfortunately.
So that is my father's. We are into jewelry business from last almost 100 years now. It was my father, my grandfather, and my great grandfather who started this business of jewelry. And we are very famous in Mumbai.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And since it was my father's business, so I also intended to, I had that love and affection with all these gemology stones
Mm-hmm.
from very childhood. So I started doing that.
Mm-hmm.
And then my father is no more right now. And I started my own company in the name of 24 Carat Company.
Mm-hmm.
And I started doing exhibitions all around the world.
Okay.
I did in Africa. I've done in Eastern Europe.
Okay.
I've gone to most of the cities in Europe, like London and everywhere in UK.
Mm-hmm.
Then Middle East, like Dubai, Sharjah, Muscat, Bahrain, all these places.
Mm-hmm.
And right now I'm only doing from my house.
Mm-hmm.
But I have not done anything yet online.
Mm-hmm.
I used to display my tables and we used to have all my invited customers and we used to do business like that.
Mm-hmm.
And right now I'm just trying to connect to online, from the time this COVID thing started. So I decided that now I have to, the world has to reach me. Every time I used to reach the world.
Perfect. Perfect.
So this time I have now trying to start my online thing.
Correct. So, Tasneem, have you done anything online? Are you a retailer or are you a manufacturer or are you a distributor?
I have a small scale industry, so I have my own workshop. It's a very bazaar where I have my people who manufacture for me.
Okay.
I basically design
Okay.
and I have all the knowledge of stones like diamonds, ruby, emerald. So I purchase the stones from the market and then I give it to my work people to do it. And then we have different process of doing.
Correct.
So either it is handmade or it is done by casting or it is done by machines. There are different steps in which this thing takes place. So the total manufacturing also I do it myself only. But of course I have my people who do it for me, but I have the knowledge like how everything is done.
Perfect, perfect. So, Tasneem, when you operate as a manufacturer, who do you sell it to? You sell it to end consumers or you sell it to retailers?
I sell it to some of the showrooms also. Okay. I do it both. I have my own fixed customers as families now, whom I approach and they only come to me. And I have 1-2 shops also who kind of give me bulk orders and I try to do it for them also.
Mm-hmm.
Since
So,
because casting is done in bulk only.
correct,
Casting jewelry, you can't make 1 piece, 2
correct,
piece.
correct.
So I make these designer watch design jewelry, watch designs rings. So they are not made 1 or 2. I have to make like 100, 200 pieces only to get a better rate and the manufacturing also gets easier. But the designing, I do it myself.
Correct. So, I'm assuming this and tell me if I'm wrong. Uh, your business would really benefit if you had more retailers selling your product. If your spread
Right.
is more, then I think you would be far better off selling it to somebody who's selling it to the end consumer than you selling it to the end consumer yourself.
Right.
Am I-
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So I have my one brother in Egypt also. He has a showroom of Motiwala. So I also work for him. I manufacture here and he sells it in Egypt.
Okay.
I
Okay.
have one partner in Dubai also. It's Adnan Javeri, and he also does it. Like some things I make over there, some things he makes it over here. We blend accordingly.
So Tasneem, I have two things for you that I want to tell you, but let me set the context first. Okay. Uh, I have been talking about people should go online a lot in the last few months, because I realize that more and more people are not going to be able to come out so easily. Okay,
Definitely.
but there are a few exceptions to the rule, and I want to lay them down today. Some businesses cannot operate completely offline. Okay, so there are some products that people hesitate to purchase unless they feel it, they see it,
Yes,
etc., etc.
you're right.
Now this problem aggravates when the cost of the product increases. So assuming let's say I want to buy a t-shirt, right? So I may go online and buy a t-shirt. Still there are a lot of people who would rather not buy online, go to the shopping mall, try it. If it fits well, then and only
Really.
then they will buy,
So
right?
true.
But having said that, still people are willing to buy online simply because there is a possibility of returning the product if they don't like it, because
Definitely.
the cost of one unit of t-shirt is not significantly high, so you can bear that, right? But
Definitely.
in case of things like jewelry, that
Right.
becomes difficult. In case of
Very.
spectacles, there is a chances of
Mm.
damage, which is why you
Mm.
see all the online eyewear company that you may be aware of. I don't want to take the name, but those guys tried to sell it online, could not do a lot, so they adopted a hybrid model. Now, what is a hybrid model? The hybrid model is you use your online marketing to educate people and to let them know what all products are possible with you. But you
Definitely.
also give them an ability to demonstrate what that product looks like when you wear it uh, physically. So they what they do is they plant stores, they
Okay.
advertise online. So if I want to come to Zaveri Bazaar to your store, whether I should take the risk of coming there or no, I can figure it out by going on to your website or a e-portal and see what you got. Maybe
Right.
interact with you, and then I will book an appointment and probably come to you, your
Okay.
shop, your nearby shop,
Right.
to try it out. Okay,
Mm.
so that's one way
Okay.
of working this out. Now if I have to really model it for your business, then what I would suggest, you're a Bora, and you Bora community, my business partner is a half Bora. So
Okay.
her mother is a Bora. So I know a little bit about the community that you belong to. You guys are most of you guys are very well educated, and most of you guys are into business, right? And you're spread across the
Right.
globe. So it will be
Right.
nice, number one, to explore partnership with Boras in various countries like you already are doing. So you should put them
Right.
up on steroids. Having said that, all of those retailers, if they don't have a mechanism to sell, they are going to struggle. And if they struggle, they are not going to buy from you, and which means you will struggle. So what you
Right.
should do is you should go with two prong approach. Number one is you create an online portal that is capable of showcasing what you've got and
Okay.
capable of making people order it or book an appointment with the nearest store.
Right.
Okay,
Okay.
and then you enable the stores to look at these orders and follow up with the customers. So if, let's say, if I come to Motiwala, I come to motiwala.com and I
Right.
say, hey, you know what, I want to buy a bracelet. So I
Right.
come to Motiwala, I look at different bracelets. I probably want something, I want a anguthi, so I browse through various stones. I don't know what these stones are, so I get a little bit of understanding based on what's been put up on your site, and I finalize that okay,
Mm.
this is the stone that I want to buy, or this is the kada or bracelet that I want to buy, and then I would say okay, now I don't want to buy this online, so can I search for the nearest location from my residence and go there and have a look? So if your website provides me that, then I know, okay,
Perfect.
nearest location is this. Now I should have two options. Number one, I book an appointment and I go there.
Right.
Number two, somebody from that showroom comes to my place
Okay.
and shows me.
The display of it.
Yeah. Now, both of this needs to be facilitated. How you could do this? You have to do this by reducing your inventory. Okay. If the customers have many choices, then you will have a lot of people requirement at your store level to go with one item everywhere. Not possible.
Okay.
Correct?
Very difficult. Yeah.
It's very difficult. So select about 5 to 10 items that will sell in this period.
Okay.
Okay. Uh, of course, everything can sell, but what you have to look at is what has the higher potential to sell. Okay. So if I'm not an expert at your industry, you are the best person to answer this question. But if I was to really think, today the situation is becoming more and more tight. There are businesses which are closing down. There are people losing their jobs, uh, and it's very uncertain situation. So people are in a lot of stress. And
Right.
if they can't find logical answers to their problems, they are wanting to have some emotional answers to settle them down. So they are going to buy jewelry which is probably planet stones and stuff like that. Is what the chances of people buying will increase. So
Perfect.
if I was you, I would have made jewelry on that segment. I would have done Facebook advertisements or Instagram advertisements to bring consumers who want that to my website, have them educated on what these stones are by making smaller videos and giving them a
Okay.
history geography around that, show them the jewelry associated with that stone, and then tell them, if you want to try this, there is a nearby store. You can either
Okay.
go there or you can call somebody from there and we will get you that piece of jewelry for you to try. Okay.
Perfect.
So I think if you could do this, uh, there is a huge scope of moving ahead. Now, guess what? If you have to operate like this, you don't really need very big showrooms.
Yeah, it definitely just
Yeah,
everything is online now.
correct.
And I have my stores everywhere around also
Yeah.
already set up.
Yeah. So those stores are one thing, but you have to have more stores. You have to become very dense. So, for example, you're in Mumbai, right? Do you have anything in Andheri?
Right now, so I have my own house where this thing is there, but I have to look up for the stores as what you have said now.
Correct. So don't look out for stores. Look out for agents.
Yeah, who would like to, display my stuff.
Correct. Because now you don't require stores, honestly. I can go to, let's say I'm in Andheri Lokhandwala and
Right.
I want to order something and there is no store around, but there is an agent. So I can't go to the store. That option is not available to me.
Yes,
But
yes.
I have an agent who's nearby who can come to my house.
Right.
Right. So appoint smaller agents,
Okay.
understand jewelry,
Okay.
and who are willing to do this business with you.
Yeah. I have tried this, what you're telling me in UK. I have my people who sell for me. So whatever I take it from India, I not necessarily bring everything back, what is not sold. So I keep it there with my people there who kind of display it. And when I talk to my customers, I guide them to go and visit them.
Perfect. Perfect.
Already doing that, but in a smaller way.
Yeah, so go dense, go really dense. These like we say, right, that chaos happens, uncertainties happen, disasters happen. This is one of it. And all of these uncertainties provide a brilliant opportunity. The question is, will we identify it? If we can identify it, then we can exploit it. If we don't identify it, then it's very difficult to exploit it. Whatever I said is not easy to be done, but can
No,
it be?
it's not very difficult also.
Correct. It's about executing that.
Right.
If this is the overall piece that I would really suggest. So don't go completely online. You will need an aspect of offline. but do it in this fashion. Maybe psychics can be a very good partner for you. People who do tarot card reading and stuff like that.
Yeah, I do have that also. I
Yeah.
do have my people who do this tarot card, and
Perfect.
there are others also who I have been tied up with them, that if they suggest some stones, then they buy it from me, kind of.
Perfect.
So I
Perfect.
give them in a very good rate, so even they can kind of do business with others.
Perfect. Perfect. Now
I'm,
imagine this. I am a tarot card reader. Just imagine. I'm not, but just imagine.
yeah,
Now today, if the customer comes to me, I get the order and then I place an order with you.
right.
Okay, that's still a
That's the
question of
way.
chance, right?
Yeah,
If the customers don't come to me, I will not place an order with you. But
definitely.
now what I'm doing, what I'm asking you to do is you list your portal and advertise on the portal. So I am not doing anything. Even if the customers don't come to me, if the customer come on your portal and I'm sitting in Andheri Lokhandwala and
Yeah,
that guy wants to buy, I get an order.
right.
And for which I am willing to buy in a quantum from you in advance.
Mhm.
So now you're making business happen instead of waiting for somebody to come and do it.
Come and take it from me. Sure.
So that's like being proactive than to be reactive.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Thank you. It's a wonderful idea that you have shared. And I will try to develop more and more in this, what you have told me.
Sure.
I'm really thankful.
Wonderful. If you have more questions, then do reach out to my
Uh,
team and we'll be very happy to.
Sure.
Yeah.
Thank
Thank you very much. Keep propelling.